Hello and welcome to my Sona rune page guide on my personal opinion. I won't talk about any other rune pages that are viable in Sona like Klepto, Dark Harvest, which is just generally better in lower ELO. Today we talk about my rune page and why I go the rune page that I choose. It's pretty simple. Ari, Manaflow Band, Transcendence, Gathering Storm. Transcendence Gathering Storm is more late game and has no early game. However, you can go Absolute Focus of Scorch, which is a lot better early game with damage. I also take Precision as my secondary tree. Presence of Mind, which gives me more mana and cooldown off my ult for every assist. And this is very, very good because you don't have to recall to go back to base if you have no mana and you're playing in a team fight. And then we have Cut Down. Cut Down is probably the newest rune that I have chosen to use. And the reason why Cut Down is so good is because Sona has no HP. And if we look at the statistics on HP for champions, Sona has the 5th lowest HP at level 1. She also has one of the lowest HP gains per level. And what this means is that she will always have a lower HP than the enemy, besides enchanters or a single mage, or 2 single mages like Siren, Fiddlesticks. Actually, Fiddlesticks would be okay. Up to about Bran, which is pretty much most. Any of these champions under here, Sona won't be able to proc Cut Down because of the 10% max HP difference. So pretty much Brand and higher, you'll be able to Cut Down at level 1. And what this means is that you'll do 4 extra damage with Ari on your Q, 4 extra damage with your auto attack with Ari at level 1. And that's pretty significant for damage on Sona for early game. As the HP goes up versing tanks like Alistar, Blitzcrank, and for example Pyke, you're going to do a lot more damage as the game progresses with Cut Down. If we have a, we'll just talk about Adaptive Force. Of course, Sona would want more AP. The only thing that's situational that I choose different per game is going Armor, Magic Resist, and HP. Say if I'm versing a lower HP champion like a Soraka, Cut Down won't be used much because you would have to be, the enemy Soraka would have to be an entire level for this to be useful. However, you can still use it against the enemy ADC or the jungler or anyone else because they would just have higher HP. Unless I'm versing a full AD comp or full magic resist comp, then I will just take those two instead. Now, I'm going to be talking about the early game Sona, if I wanted to carry early game with my Q, and we'll have a little calculation. Ari does around about an extra 10 plus with her AP, so she does extra 15 damage. At level 1 with the runes that I choose, I will do an extra 16 damage with my Q, so 40 with my Q damage plus 16. This is an extra 71 damage, and we haven't even thought about Cut Down on these other two. Absolute Focus does an extra 3 AP, which is about 1.5 of extra damage, plus Scorch, which I think is 8 now. No, it's still 10. So plus 10, and then we have Cut Down, which is an extra 4 damage. This also goes along with Ari. If Ari is procced, if Ari is not procced, it'd be 3 damage. So we're looking at about 86 damage by pressing Q against a level 1 champion. Obviously, the enemy champion would have magic resist, so this might be about 70. However, that is a very, very, very big increase in damage for a level 1 Q. And this is why I go Cut Down, because 4 damage, and considering that Sona can constantly spam her Q in lane, this would evaluate a lot higher with damage. I'm quickly just going to go into a custom game, so feel free to skip around about 30 seconds, and I will just give you guys a visual feel of how early game runes go. Now, if you don't like going Absolute Focus and Scorch, that's perfectly fine. I personally don't as well. My client's not working. Lovely client. We will pick Bran, which is one of the lowest Mage Champions as a support. You can also go Transcendence and Gathering Storm, which scales better for late game. I prefer going those, as I prefer playing a late game scaling than playing early game, but that's preference. But for this example, I'm just gonna show how much damage Sona can do with her Q at early level. Okay, so we'll get our normal item for early game, which is our Spell Thieves, and I'm just going to quickly walk into the enemy base. So we can see that Ahri, so our Q does 40 damage plus 16 with AP. So technically we should do 56 damage without. So I press Q once, that's 55 plus 10 plus 8. So that's nearly 73 damage just by pressing Q. So that's 4 extra damage on my cut down with Ahri procced. Ahri procs 10 extra damage. Absolute Focus does an extra 3 AP, which is like 1.5 damage. And then we have Scorch that does 8 extra damage, but he has magic resist, so it would have been 10. So just from a level 1 Q, just pressing Q once, Bran takes a lot of damage. I'm just going to wait for him to get full HP. And I'm just going to do like a simple full combo against Bran, and we can see how much damage he takes. So Bran should be here. We just do a combo. So that's a lot of damage. That's pretty much 35 to 40% of his health just by a single combo. And Cut Down did 12 damage with that full combo. So in theory, for best damage, Cut Down will probably be the best rune. And Presence of Mind just helps scale within that mid to late game, just having constant mana and your ultimate on a lower cooldown. That's it for me. This is patch 1.9.5 for Sona runes. I hope this helps. And I will see you guys later. Like, even I had the extra HP and the cut down still procced on Bran. So the extra HP is still fine against Bran. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.